multiverse and all these kings. Remember, in the previous episode, I mentioned, I said, do I think this is going to be over the non-comic book fans' head?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And
right.
I'm gonna point out something here. I'm gonna give you like the top five rated Marvel movies. Number one was Black Panther. It got a 96%. That was the number one rated movie. The next one is Avengers Endgame. It's 94%. Okay. The number three was Iron Man. That's a 94%. Number four was Thor Ragnarok, 93%. Number five, Spider-Man No Way Home. And then number six was Spider-Man Homecoming. Spider-Man No Way Home got 93 and Homecoming got a 92. Okay.
And you know why Black Panther was number one is because, us Black people went out to support that movie because
some of us saw it about 3, 4, and 5 times.
Right. And my hey, look, funny story. My wife went with me and my daughter thinking that it was a Black Panther, the Black Panther.
the Black Panther party.
And once she found out that it was a superhero movie, she went to sleep. We had to nudge her because she was snoring.
But here's the funny thing. Hey, my wife likes Black Panther. Now, my wife is not sci-fi by any means. My youngest daughter, who calls my oldest daughter in the nerves, she does not like superhero stuff, but she loved Black Panther. So Black Panther just resonates different. It
resonated different.
So, but
it resonates different. And if you ask me, the fact that you had a movie now, the new with brown skinned folk too.
Yeah.
I mean,
we were talking. Everybody says Endgame is the best Marvel movie, but it didn't have the highest rating because we supported that movie.
Right. In droves.
In droves.
But here's in comparison. Now here's the bottom six. I'm gonna start with the worst rated and going up. Now this is the bottom six. That was the top six. So the bottom is number 31. And it has a 47, The Eternals.
I can see that. Yeah.
All right. The next one with another 47 is Ant-Man, Wasp, Quantumania. The next one with a 63 which is really not that bad. But those bottom two are the critic ratings. Now the 63 is the fan rating. It's Thor: Love and Thunder. That's number 29.
Yeah.
So then Thor: The Dark World is number 28, and it's got a 66. So that's 4. Then the next one is number 67 is The Incredible Hulk. And that's the only Hulk movie.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They haven't made a sequel to that one. Then the next one, which is the and this is the complete.
No, wasn't that? Yeah, that was the only Hulk movie. The only Hulk right. Movie. He was guest appearances and all everything else. Right.
So yeah, because we didn't see the Hulk next time till I think Avengers. Now the next one, which is this is like number 26, is Doctor Strange: The Multiverse of Madness, and that was a 74 rating. Now, if we can, like I said, this is me speculating and me putting together something. The top 6 movies were more grounded, more grounded to earth, and they were easier to follow.
Right.
Because you have Black Panther, Avengers Endgame, Iron Man, Thor Ragnarok, Spider-Man No Way Home, and Homecoming. You see what I'm saying? But
right.
All those pretty much happen on Earth. You know, yes, in Endgame they ventured off to other place, but it started on Earth and ended on Earth. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Now, with the bottom one, The Eternals, yeah, it was on Earth, but now you're introducing gods and celestials and all this other stuff.
Right.
So it's a little far out there for people. It's a little far out there. Then but number that because that's 31. Now you have Quantum Mania, where they go into the quantum realm and they're fighting this one guy who's one of many people from these multi. That's hard for people to follow. If you're not a comic book fan and you can't wrap your head around it, you're not going to get it. You see what I'm saying?
You ever seen Loki?
Yeah. And most non-comic book fans are going to see a one and done movie.
Exactly. And then you have Thor: Love and Thunder. That didn't even hit Earth that much. You see what I'm saying? They were talking about gods and they're everywhere on that one. Then the Dark World, they were on Earth, but they were off world mostly. You see what I'm saying? The Hulk was just the Hulk.
It's hard to do a Hulk standalone movie.
Right. It's and you said that, before the show. You said it's hard to do a Hulk standalone because a Hulk can't carry a movie by itself. He has to be with somebody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Whether it's wasn't Betty or somebody. You can't just have him by himself.
Right.
So Howard the Duck isn't on that list anyway.
It's not an MCU movie.
Well, hold on. Don't even acknowledge.
Howard the Duck.
Don't even acknowledge that what he just said.
I know.
I'm just saying.
He's trying to get me riled up. That's all.
We just moved past it.
To get you riled up, I have to say that the Fantastic Four movies were so bad. They're also not on that list.
How bad were they?
They're not on the list.
They're not on the list.
You know what? You better be glad Carlos ain't gave me the control button. I'd have to mute you.
And now the next one is Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
All these bottom ones are more out there, and that's why because my first time actually seeing this list was today, and and I know I made that comment, couple episodes prior. Like, will the non-comic book fans really get it? Because, like I said, the people who are just following the movie, they have a different perspective than we who've been reading comic books for most of our lives. All these concepts of multi dimensions and multi universes and magic and many different gods, all that is not new to us. We just like, okay, that's
right.
This is just.
And I think sometimes too the writers shoot themselves in the foot by changing origin stories.
Well, that's true. But
sometimes the origin story that's there is the best. It's simple, it's straightforward, and now they go and change it, and it gets kind of complicated. And I always wonder who makes up some of these lists. I'm not really familiar with how Rotten Tomatoes gets some of their surveys, but I think the expectation a lot of times is that every Marvel movie is going to be $1 billion movie.
Well,
and that's not the case.
But the thing about it is, it's just like one of the reasons why I don't like watching the Grammys. Okay, and the reason why I don't like watching the Grammys is just I don't understand the voting system, because you'll have someone who's a country artist who's good at their craft, and I'm not saying I love country. I love all music, I really do. But you have a country artist with a jazz artist with the R&B artist and I'm like, how do you compare that? Like, if I'm one critic, if I don't have a hip hop ear or R&B ear, am I really going to grade that properly? You see?
And I get that. Yeah, I get that. To me,
if I'm a professional critic, and I really don't have a sci-fi mentality or a comic book mentality, how can I fairly grade that movie?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And I don't.
Yeah.
That's what I. So this is one of the reasons why I think reviews are overrated. Go see the movie yourself. Don't care. Don't give a damn about what review. Even if your best friend said the movie's horrible, if you look at the previews and say, well, hold up, there's some stuff in here I think I might like it.
Right.
Go see it. You might like it, because there's many times, where's that what's that movie that Johnny like
Air America.
Air America.
I thought that movie was great.
we went to go see that. I think you were with us when we went to go see that.
Johnny, I don't know. It was me, you, and Johnny. I don't know if Sonny was with us.
Well, I thought it was a fourth person, but anyway.
I know. I saw Air America. Though I like that movie.
But I know Johnny he saw that preview. He was like, "Hey man, let's go see that movie. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good." Then we went to see him. He's like, "Man, that was trash.
We can't let you pick the movie no more."
He said, "I thought it was gonna be good," but that's what I'm saying. Everybody sees something different. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you don't actually know until you go.
Right. Think about the Oscars, man. How many of the movies? It used to be when I see the Oscars, the movies that win, I never heard those movies. Some of those movies.
It'd be some independent movie that
when they don't go see them, had no desire to go see them.
Right.
And it's just really been recently to me more mainstream movies have been nominated, but you still won't see them on Best Picture. You'll see maybe Best Supporting Actress or